Alright. Ready for this?
Nope. Let's go.
Run! Squared. Run square!
Let's try.
Let's run! I gotta stop singing.
Was that a song?
No, I just like singing.
Oh, that was.
I'm not a singer.
That was.
I'm
your
a drummer.
singing
I'm not a
voice.
singer. I don't even have a microphone set up because they don't want me to sing. I think I have a decent voice.
I think you do all right. Yeah.
You've
done some songs, right?
Only Bette
parody.
Did you ever know that you're my hero? You are the wind beneath my wings.
That's it.
Well,
Just
the Bette Midler. That's the.
No, I did the parody song
Yeah.
for the football league. It was about the Odell Beckham. I'm giving up on you.
Yeah.
Oh, BJ, I'm giving up on you.
Yeah,
Which is I'm a 2-trick pony, guys, but it's better than a 0-trick pony.
Oh.
All right, we're up squared. We are
Riding.
episode 10 for football this year. It's our third division here. We're going to finish off the NFC today. These will be out next week sometime. So this one I think will be released on Sunday.
Yeah.
And the next one will be released on Tuesday. We're going to keep to that schedule.
This is a brief. 6 days. There may be something's going to happen. Maybe
Yeah, but not for the division.
For the most part, this should be pretty up to
And
date.
again, if you didn't see the last one, new schedule coming out Tuesday at 7 p.m., Friday at 3 p.m., Sunday around noon.
Yep.
Pretty much you can bank on within an hour of those times, episode getting dropped. If you're subscribed with the bell on, you'll get it. But if not, also you should do that. I know a lot of people are watching. It's just easier to subscribe. Also, you're supporting us, and it legitimizes the channel the more we have. We're not trying to bag, but I will bag change.
Yeah, you love that. Huh?
All right, we're going to NFC East here, NFC Least. It'll be interesting, but I have a quick little new segment I kind of want to do for our intros, and also a little story. So it's going to be called Story Time with Rob. So
Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Yeah. So just some stories and
Bedtime stories.
Yeah. I like telling stories. So
you certainly do. That's for sure. You have no lack of stories.
Yeah. Guilty as charged with the stories.
Twice, not to interrupt.
Listen, gang, don't be mad at Dale for ruining the story and possibly the evening. It's totally fun. I have a lot more stories.
Derek, that you do.
Yeah.
That you do.
Guilty as charged with the stories.
All right.
So this is a great one. This is kind of ties into fantasy football.
That was Step Brothers.
Yeah, Step Brothers. Guilty as charged.
What's his name? Dale? No, Dale's the...
Derek is the brother.
Derek.
Right?
Yeah.
He's guilty as charged with the stories. I have more of those. So this has to do with, if you're a serious fantasy football player, or even not even, but if you have a group of friends like we have for a while, we've played these leagues, offline drafts are the way to go. You don't have to deal with internet connection issues.
Yeah.
You get together. It's like...
Talk a little bit of shit.
Yeah, right. You get to drink, eat. The draft lasts longer. It's not timed. It's just a lot more fun. It's interactive. You don't have to worry about the time clock. Like, you can have a time clock, but online it's fucking 90 seconds.
You just have to make sure you have your payment up front.
Yeah.
Like right then.
Right.
Because if not, then you're the douchebag.
And Dave Brainerd also is a guy that would take 20 minutes sometimes for picks. Anti-shout out there. I'm just kidding, Dave. We love you.
Really? What's
sometimes
his
he
justification?
20
minutes? I mean,
I've seen
on.
20 minutes for sure.
No kidding.
For sure. This story, and we're going to keep it kind of anonymous, but if you're watching these leagues, you're going to know who it is. Otherwise, I'm going to keep the names out. But so this is 2 years ago. No, it was last year, okay? So this guy had the first pick on our draft, and we had a 12-team league, and some of the guys zoom in, but there was like 9 of us there. We had 8 of us there. Yeah. And so we're waiting on one guy who had the first pick, of course, so we had to wait to start with him. And he's always late anyway. He's always the last guy there.
Yeah.
So we're there for probably 30, 40 minutes. I brought my dog. We're just all hanging out inside waiting for him. it's not like a set start time, but our drafts take 4 hours, and we party all night, so we want to get the draft over with.
The pizza was cold by the time you arrived.
100%. Yeah. So we get a call waiting for him, and my buddy gets the call, who's his parents' house that we do it at, and he's like, the guy that had the incident calls. He's like, hey, I just hit a mailbox like close to your house, and we're like, okay, when are you gonna be here? You hit a mailbox. He's like, no, like it was like a brick mailbox. I'm stuck. Oh. So then that doesn't sound terrible. So we obviously they go, and I stayed because the dog was there, and then we get a call from the people that went, our buddies, and they're like, you got to come see this. Yeah. So we all like scramble to get in the cars, like maybe kind of like low key that we're not like scoping it out, but dude, I have a video. I'll put the video of the car in. It was a $10,000-$12,000 mailbox, right? Yeah. All brick. Thing's heavy duty. He had like a sedan, like a smaller sedan. Somehow he must have been going 25, 30 miles an hour. Nails the fucking mailbox. His car gets lodged on top of the mailbox. Yeah. And the front tires were off the ground, so he was front wheel drive. He couldn't move it. That's right. So it ended up taking 2-3 hours for him to get there, maybe 2 hours.
Yeah. Yeah. He did a couple of his picks, I think.
Yeah, we did a couple of them. Yeah, yeah. And a round takes about 30-20 minutes for us. Yeah. But he ended up getting there 2 hours late, and it was just a great story, hilarious. Like,
do you think because he was running late, he was trying to respond to a text?
Probably.
And so he's looking down. And he's like, I'm right around the corner. I'll be there in 2 minutes. Right. Give me 30 seconds. I'm there. And then
just a fucking great story, classic story.
Well, especially if you know the guy, like it's more of a lovable story. If it was like one of us that hit a mailbox, we're like, oh fuck,
right.
Like, man, like that sucks because you totaled your car. Like,
this is like $1 million house type neighborhood, like really ritzy area, great area. Obviously, if you're having a $15,000 mailbox or whatever, that's worth as much as my house. And we have a great time. We
3 times as much as his car was worth.
Sometimes he forgets some of it because we played pool basketball the year before, and he got very, very there's levels of concussions where you're like, okay, I might be concussed. Yeah. You were the most concussed I've ever seen a person in pool basketball. 5 a.m.
Yeah, I think a lot of it was. The reason I was coughing and I wanted to throw up so much is probably because I was underwater and the same guy,
the year before.
I was going for like we're playing water basketball. The ball was underwater. I was diving for it.
Yeah.
Big boy freaking was running towards it. No malicious intent at all.
No,
he was just moving through the water.
Basketball and big guy.
Like, you know how much effort it takes to move through the water. Mm-hmm. If you're a big boy, like just moving your legs, especially if you're trying to go fast. My leg happened to catch a knee. Bam. That was that.
Yeah. And I knew better to play against these two guys, especially at that time.
No, my ego was.
But I just sat in the hot tub overlooking the court or the pool with Mike. I don't want to say names. Yeah. Mike. Did
you get the?
And we were just announcing it was the best 20 minutes of my life.
Mind you, this is about 4:58 a.m. Being a little sloppy out there. It's a little sloppy. Oh, you missed. You missed a point blank layup. That was terrible. That was the worst miss I've ever seen. Mike Bubblesy on the call there. He's right. You just missed a layup by fucking 3 feet. You could have dunked that. I've never seen a worse miss in my life than that.
And hopefully we can do it again, and you're going to announce with me.
Did you get the collision on camera?
I have it.
Do you?
Yeah, it's hard to see though, but because my camera work was a little shoddy.
Sure.
All right, Rob's ranks, NFC East. Let's fucking do it. We're riding, man. Last year, Dallas won the division. They went 12-5. Philly second place, 9-8. Washington 7-10, and the Giants were terrible at 4-13. So always a weird division. I think there's a stat out there where it's not been the same team that's won the division like 5 or 6 years. Yeah. It's always a new team, right?
It's usually first to worst.
And it's never the Giants, so it's those 3 teams kind of jockeying there. So we're going to start with Dallas here. We're going to start with the top.
Well, Giant Super Bowls were wild cards.
Wild card, bitches.
Wild card, bitches! Yeah!
That is true. Yep. All right, Dallas is at 10. They went 12-5 last year. Even odds, negative 110.
Yeah.
We're going to play the game again. We gamble against each other on these differential picks here. My initial inkling is over.
Well, yeah.
They went 12-5 last year, so they did lose Amari Cooper, but
Also, Randy Gregory.
Their defense, though, is pretty opportunistic. Dak is 1 year more removed from that ankle injury, and he only ran, he barely ran last year. He only had 2 rushing touchdowns. He had 140 yards rushing. That's nothing. So,
reports are saying he's going to run more.
And he looked okay. I think it was just more of a confidence thing with him.
Yeah.
And also maybe play calling, just save yourself, Dak. We're going to win this division, right?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, look at. I would say the division was more. It was easier, 100% easier for him last year than it is this year. To me, it's more of a toss-up.
What's ironic about Dak not running is their season ended in the playoffs on him running when he shouldn't have, and remember that 14, 15-yard run, and then the clock ran out.
Cisco to get to the quarterback here. Prescott takes off running the football. Whoa, I don't think this is going to work out.
Well, they'll be able to clock this. They were planning for it. It's down. Oh, my gosh.
The official gets in the way.
Couldn't spike it. That's just the ironic thing. Is his best run of the year.
Who was that against?
Who did they lose? It wasn't the Bucs.
Was it the Packers? Maybe.
Yeah, probably the Packers.
Yeah, because the Packers own them.
Oh, maybe it was the Rams.
Maybe.
Yeah.
No, because the
Rams and Cardinals. Yeah. All right. So what do you got here? What do you think?
I mean, the fact that they're 2 games less than they were last year, and still favored to win the division by I would say a healthy. I mean, I think they're plus 110.
Yeah.
Which by I think
they're plus 130. Actually.
Oh no shit. Okay.
Yeah.
So my gut instinct is saying lower. But that's I'll go. No, you know what? I'll confidently go. I'll go lower. I think they're 8. Yeah. I think they're 8-19.
Okay. I'm going over for sure. I think that the low end is a wash. Low end's probably 9. They're not fucking going 8 and 9. Dude. So 9 is low end. I feel like 10 is the most probable. But I could see them winning 12 games again.
I'm not a big fan of Mike McCarthy.
No,
they lost Cooper, who knows how much. I mean, now they're putting CD out there in terms of.
They lost Cedric Wilson.
Yeah,
he's decent. I mean,
they lost Gregory, who was.
They got Dalton Schultz, your boy.
Yeah, well,
not great. They got 2 nice backs, so they got a solid line. No, you hate him. That's why I said that. I was
going to say. I was like, what? Wait, what did I say before?
So you're going under. I'm going over.
Yeah,
it's a tough one.
I think. Fuck.
I don't want to go under on that one.
All right, so I think their numbers should be 9. So I'm not drastically under. You know what I'm saying? Right. I think they're overvalued by
one you would avoid.
I think they're overvalued by a game. I think they're 9.
Okay. Eagles here 9-8 last year actually squeaked into the playoffs.
They won 9.
Actually did a decent job against the Bucs.
Yeah.
And they did make some nice additions here. AJ Brown's there. I love their draft.
Yeah.
We love Miles Sanders. Their defense is improving, and Jalen Hurts should be better as a passer. Yeah. I mean, because it can't be much worse. Their number's 9.5 at negative 120, so you got to lay a little juice there. But again, they went 9-8 last year, and it was a rough start for them. I'm going. Can't watch this one because they tie. It still wouldn't be a wash.
No, it would not.
I'm going under on this one.
Are you?
Fuck. Yeah, I am. I think there's just too much hype.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Remember how the Browns, I feel like it's kind of like the Browns situation a couple years ago when everyone's like, oh, the Browns, they had a nice end of the year, they have good talent, and they fucking won 7 games. So it's not the same thing with your Dallas under. It's like 9 wins or 8 wins. Competitive. Same as, they're going to have the same year as last year. Probably more competitive and not getting blown out. But, and I feel like they have a probably pretty difficult schedule, playing a second-place schedule. Definitely going to go under here.
Yeah. To me, I didn't realize how big of a fan I was of A.J. Brown. Because just looking back on when he was with the Titans, I don't think the Titans make the playoffs if A.J. Brown's not on the team. I think he won them single-handedly 2 or 3 games.
He's been hurt his whole career, essentially, playing hurt.
And so the fact that Hurts is not I'm not confident in the way he is as a passer yet. Yeah. This might propel his stats crazy. Right. A.J. Brown can take it. He can house it, and Devontae Smith, I think, is a stud. Sanders, Goddard. I mean,
real quick to piggyback is the nice thing about the Hurts thing is that what is he bad at passing is on-time throwing.
Yeah.
And A.J. Brown's not necessarily an on-time throwing guy,
just
right?
He's not a route runner. Just give him the ball and
find him in space, give him a short slant.
He's going to break a tackle.
Give him a fade, whatever.
It's one-on-one, he's breaking a tackle.
And burn another guy. So.
And Devontae Smith might have top 5 hands in the league. He's a really good route runner.
He's got top 5 sexy legs in the league. Is he thin?
He's Marvin Harrison.
Okay. Okay.
Goddard's a hell of a receiver. Sanders is good. They have.
Yeah.
Even if Sanders doesn't blow up the way we expect, I still think they have 3 viable backs.
So this sounds like an over for you.
Yeah. To me, so the number I have them at should be 10. So it would be 10.5 because I'm at 10 or 11.
Yeah.
I think they win the division.
Okay. See, my like head's telling me to take the over.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's my heart. One of the two is telling me, but I'm going the other way, almost like an inkling.
Sure.
Which I don't know if that's a good strategy, but this is also a stay away for me.
Well, they just scrapped so much.
Like, this is a stay away, right?
Plus,
like,
you know me.
How confident are you in this number, though? Like, is it something you'd want to bet?
Well, I've already bet them to win the division.
Yeah, but that's different than the number, right? I guess they have to win 10 games to win the division. So, but you get better.
Yeah, I'm not. So I wouldn't bet.
They're plus 160.
If I didn't think they were over 9.5, I wouldn't bet them to win the division.
They're plus 160, by the way. So,
yeah,
to win the division. Okay. Disagree on that one. The first two. Look at us.
Right.
The last division we did, the North, we agreed on all four.
Yeah.
So Washington, they went 7-10 last year. They are not the Redskins.
Commanders.
They're not the football team. They're the Commanders.
Oh, yeah.
I was playing a joke there.
Oh.
Like, what are they going to be next year, right?
They command your respect.
The Schneiders. 7-10
Maybe
last
not,
year.
They're forcing them to
They
sell.
should. They should. 7-10 last year. Their total is 8 minus 110, so even odds. This is a tricky one right here because this could be a team I feel like could win 10 or a team that could win 4.
Yep.
Now, when I say it that way, I'm going to take the under probably because I'm not saying they could win 12, and I'm saying they could win 4. There's just wild cards all over the place. Wild card, bitches. The fact that, and they could be a wild card in the NFC.
Mm-hmm.
The Carson Wentz thing is just obviously I feel like he's going to definitely be better regardless than what they've had. You know, than Fitzpatrick's half a game he played, and then Taylor Heineke.
Yeah, well, he's
Heineken.
been. I mean, he's.
Who's the other? That's a terrible joke. The other guy they had was Colt McCoy, Alex Smith. Like the list goes on. The last 3 years, it's been bad. It's been awful. Play calling's been bad. They have one playmaker who's a third-round pick who we love, Terry McLaurin, but he's not DK Metcalf. You know, he's not one of these elite guys.
Well, Brown's all right. I mean, he's young. A lot of people, De'Ami Brown.
Yeah.
A lot of people like him.
I love Dotson.
Logan
Dotson.
Dodson, we've got Dodson here. See, nobody cares.
Logan Thomas is.
We got Dotson here. Logan Thomas has come back from the ACL, but from all reports, he's looking like week 3.
Yeah.
So essentially, it's week 6 in terms of when he's a factor.
Sure.
But I do like Logan Thomas. That guy's a monster, dude.
Yep.
Okay, so I am going to take. I'm taking under.
Are you?
Yep.
Under 8.
Yeah.
What do you think they win? How many games?
7.
So you think they're just
same as last year?
Under.
Yeah, but more same thing as like the Lions, the other teams, competitive 7, where they're either going to start off slow or start off hot and then fade. You know, they're going to just go back to the mean, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So I'm going under here.
I think their numbers should. I think their number should be 8.5. Just based on what I like about them. I'll say this. I'm going to go over. I think they win 9 games. I think they have a chance to win the division. So I think I'll go over. I like Rivera. I like the defense. I like Wentz.
Yeah.
I think they have the talent around them to win. And I think it's a pretty crappy division. So,
it is, and I'll say the one X factor for me is we have to see. This could swing my opinion here. Is Chase Young. So he tore his ACL like week 5 last year, and he was having a disappointing year. But he also their defense was disappointing. I love Chase Young. The guy's a fucking beast, dude.
Yeah.
On this play, it's a drive, 8-minute drive. Bridgewater.
Playmaker and a half, like strip sacks, interceptions. Like he's like a Jason Pierre-Paul, but like.
I'm sorry, child. Did I?
Like bigger.
Yeah.
Prime JPP.
Yeah.
If he is back relatively early and fully healthy, playing that position where you can come back from that injury and not be diminished.
Yeah.
Love that for that defense. If they don't have him for the first 5 weeks, problem. Big problem.
Yeah. I think they have the best coach. I think they have the best defense.
The best coach by default, though.
But
right?
whatever.
Okay.
I mean, if you're in a shitty division, you
you
need to have advantage somewhere, right?
They are also plus 500 to win the division, which I actually like those odds. I think the X Factor team, right? Like
plus 500.
Yeah, throw a little 10 spot on that.
Yeah. So them to make, I don't know if you have it handy, but them to make the playoffs would be an interesting bet.
Plus 150.
See, that to me screams that they're going over, right? Like over 8 because
it's not.
I think 9
600.
wins, like at plus 150, but plus 500 for the division. That's a little fishy to me.
Okay.
So I think plus 500
so you're going
for
over.
the division is the bet.
You're going over.
Yeah, I would.
I'm going under. We disagree on all 3 of these.
Yeah.
Next one here, we got Giants who went 4-13 last year. Terrible. They had a long neck giraffe playing quarterback towards the end of the year, Mike Glennon. which is awful. But he wasn't actually that much worse than Daniel Jones. Although Daniel Jones for fantasy, remember how well he started the first 4 games?
He does have the ball.
Yeah. He was like top 6 quarterback.
Well, because of the rushing. Same with Sam Darnold.
In 90-yard rushing games.
Sam Darnold. 5 touchdowns
Their
the
number
first
is
3
7. And it's plus 105 to bet the over, so they're kind of trying to get you to bet the over.
Yeah.
I'm going under. That's 3 unders and an over for me. Again, I feel like they're going to be more competitive. They're going to be better than last year, but they need 4 wins better than last year to beat this number. I'm going under. Plus 225 to make the playoffs, by the way. Plus 900 to win the division, which is they're not winning the division. Let's be honest.
That would be surprising.
There's some X factors, there's some like Saquon, and I mean that's pretty much it. Kenny Galladay can come back and be a pro. It's nice.
Yeah.
Kadarius Toney could pop.
I like Tony. I think Tony's nice.
Sterling Shepard's a pro.
For sure.
They're probably, and they drafted, I can't remember the wide receiver they drafted, Wan'Dale Robinson or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a rookie.
Yeah. What do you think?
So they're at 7. I was going to say 6 to... So I have them at 6.5 based on what my guess would be. So I'm going under just by default. I think they're going to be better, more competitive. But I can't... I'm just... You kind of hit the nail on the head. What's exciting about them? Why would they be better than... Why... For you to win that bet, they have to double their win total. They have to win 8 games instead of 4.
Yes.
So how... tell me how... What have they done to get there?
Nothing.
What is Daniel... what is Daniel...
And he's got some pressure on him, too.
What's
Because
Daniel
if he fails
Jones?
this year, he's done. He's done. He's never getting another starting
And
game.
it's a coaching carousel. You've seen this a million fucking
New
times,
coaching staff.
where you draft a top 5 quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Daniel Jones, and you have 4 different quarterbacks his first 4 years, and then he's never the same.
Yeah.
At least not with your franchise, because there's just so much it's burnt out. So
Right. Okay, so you're going under. We actually agreed on one there.
yeah,
Pretty
so
nice.
I'm under on the Giants. I'm over on Washington. I'm over on Philly. I'm under on Dallas.
Yep, I was over on Dallas and under on the other ones. So obviously, I think this division is just straight shit, and I'm probably with saying that I should bet the Dallas over. You know what I'm saying? Because if I think the rest of the teams are going under, now the thing is they're also
100%.
playing other teams in the NFL, and they could all just suck like they usually do against the rest of the league, and that would be why Dallas could win the division with 11 wins.
To me, it's a
Going
2-horse race between Philly and Philly and
Washington sprinkled in there.
Well,
maybe.
Washington with all the legal stuff, it's who knows,
Right.
And Wentz, who
Distractions.
knows. But I like their coach. I like their defense, and I think the best offense in the division is Philly.
Wow.
So I think those 2 teams have the biggest advantage over the rest of the squads. Like McCarthy, I don't think he's. I'm not.
He's not long for that.
He does
job.
not excite me.
No.
I'll say that much.
All right, Ross Squared.
And it's been a complete joy.